Welcome to the Unstuck Podcast. I'm your host, Drew Koss. Today we're covering a topic that has been going viral, so to say, and the topic is, are things becoming much simpler? So this question came about, Drew, are we making social media simple or am I bugging out? So social media should have always been simple and stayed simple. It's all about what you want it to be. Actually, what we usually end up gravitating towards, like things like super cool video effects, super dope carousels. We usually gravitate towards what looks like flashy and good. And nothing's wrong with that if that's your style. I think sometimes we can gravitate towards that and miss that there are people who can do things that are really, really simple and have a big impact. Now, there are certain accounts from people who just literally tweet a day, and it's impactful. They just tweet a day and they post a tweet. It's clean, it's sleek, and it makes sense. What we're seeing now is most videos are not having like a lot of effects, a lot of things that are super confusing or challenging to watch. People are looking more so towards the place of connecting and keeping things very, very simple for the sake of the message is more important than how all the other stuff looks. Now, my take on all of this is I'm happy because I like to encourage my students to just get out there and create the content without having to stress about how to make jump cuts in CapCut, how to make zooms in CapCut, how to make cross dissolve and all these things inside of the video editing platforms that they may use. And can I just get on there on my phone or a camera, speak about my problem and solution to my business audience or my audience in general? Can that be enough? I believe the answer is yes. And we're seeing that more and more. Now, as we know with social media, it changes sometimes. The algorithm changes at times. Remember in 2022, 23, it was all about reels. Like if you posted a regular picture, you were like condemned. But nowadays you start to see that you can post a regular picture, you can post a regular post, you can do a lot of things normal and it works. So is it becoming simple? Yes. Can you stay simple? Yes. Now, when I say simple, for me, I'm talking about if you have to, if you get a headache from trying to create something flashy and things like that, then you're probably going too far. Keep it real, real simple. Now, if you like that stuff, if you like video editing and things like that, go for it. I like video editing sometimes because it takes my mind off of other things, and it's actually one of the things I can control in my life. So I like going in and doing certain things. Now, I'm not a professional video editor, but I know about it, and I know editors who I can call on and get help from. But if it's taking you a long time and it's giving you a headache, then it's probably not worth it at the moment. Probably just keep it super simple and rock with that. This next question is, can I shoot all my footage from my phone? Yes, you can shoot all your footage from your phone. If you go on YouTube, there are a lot of phone settings you can play around with that will help you get more out of it, like shooting in 4K and things like that. Help you get more out of it. But remember, the content is more so about the message. Yes, having maybe an updated phone or playing around with the settings, it's gonna make you more visually appealing at that moment or make you more clear to come up. But the message is what's really mattering beyond anything. You could literally take your phone, record a voice memo, and then put a picture or a video of something else over it, and it still works. I think the sky's the limit. I think we limit ourselves, and for most of us, we've paid about $1,000 for a phone. Why not use that thing? When I first started doing podcasts, I was doing my podcast literally from my phone. I would just record into the phone, and then after that, I would literally just upload it. And I would upload it into the podcast host. At that time, it was Anchor. I believe now it's called Spotify. And I would rock with that. And it worked. And it worked because it was simple. I like going back to keeping it so simple that you can keep doing it. Like if your job is not to be a content creator, but you know you have to create content and you don't have a content team, then go ahead and just rock with that the way that you know how to do it, which is keeping it simple. Another cool thing with using a phone is you don't have a lot of barriers, because you can see when the battery is going to die. If you're timing yourself, you can have the stopwatch. You can see yourself in the camera, or if you're taking it from the other angle, you can work ways around that. And it's always with you. Sometimes when you have to have a camera, you got to think about the SD card, the battery, the mic. Those are things that can become barriers if you're not careful. With having your phone, there are certain there's certain mics that can hook into your phone, use them. There's so much you can do with it. The third question, Drew, how are you able to put out so much content? All right. The secret is I'm a machine. That's not what it is. The secret is I honestly now do a lot of long form videos. So I usually try to shoot 10-minute or more videos once a day, at least 5 days a week. So that gives me 50 minutes right there. 5 clips, 10 minutes each. And then now I just pull out clips from that longer clip. So if I shoot a 10-minute video, I could honestly pull out 10 clips. If I'm pulling out 10 clips from one long clip, that's about 50 clips I'm pulling out. If I post once every day, I'm going to be almost near 2 months of posting. So that's what it is. And then another part is I honestly shut my mind off now from thinking about making the post so perfect, but more so I know that I'm talking to 3 type of people when I post. I'm talking to the person who does not know they have a problem that I can solve. And the problems that I solve is I help people clarify their message so that their customers can buy. If they don't know they have a problem with their message, I make content showing them that. So that's the first type of person. The second type of person I'm making content for is the person who knows they have the problem. They know I have the solution for them. They're just not going to go buy yet. So I warm them up with content as well. And then the last type of person is the person who has the problem. They're ready to buy. They just need the invitation. So with me posting 3 times a day, I'm honestly just posting to touch each of those type of people. This way I can just move them up in the funnel. I would love for all my followers to be my client. That would be super, super good. That doesn't happen overnight, but because I know that I'm putting out content to help them, it works. I'm not looking to get money more so off of Instagram. I'm more so looking to build connections, add value, and if they find that they want to work with me, cool. Or they may know somebody who wants to work with me, and that's cool also. But the secret right now is literally I just do the long form videos. When I have to, I don't really have to a lot because I have so much content in my phone or on my computer. I'm not afraid to repurpose content. The same exact post, same exact writing, same exact heading, everything. There's nothing wrong with that because everyone's not seeing your stuff all at once. Anyway, with all of that, right? Let's say all of that happens. What you want to be thinking about is if you want to play the game or play the route where you add volume, is ask your audience questions in the stories or on the post or the feed. Ask them questions like, what are some things that you're struggling with that isn't alignment with your business? What are some frustrations that you have that's in alignment with your business? And just answer questions like I'm doing right now. These type of YouTube videos that I'm doing right now, I usually take 3 questions and I answer them. These do well. And it's just me sitting here answering 3 questions and they do well. What most people fall into is the place of it gotta be perfect. And I'm gonna tell you this, it's never perfect. Someone's gonna always find a flaw. But the people who need you are just there waiting for you to show up. People who don't know that you have a solution for them, they're waiting for you to show up as well. My question for you, will you show up? Will you show up, right? What's stopping you? Take the phone, take the camera, whatever you gotta use go show up. Get unstuck, guys. Go be great.